Hey ladies, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is one you're going to want to bookmark. It is all about how to get your concealer to stop creasing. Now this is a little hack, it's a little trick, and I give you an alternative also in this video. Are you ready? Let's get this beauty started. All right, ladies, so if you're tired of your concealer creasing underneath your eyes, especially since we have the holidays coming up, you might have special events, weddings, you don't want it to crease. So as a makeup artist, we've known about this little trick hack, but I've seen it a lot on Instagram, on social media, on TikTok, and I wanted to bring it to you because I know a lot of you aren't on Instagram, or you're not on TikTok, or you don't want to be. So I wanted to just kind of show you, I took you throughout my day one day. I did two different concealers. I did Incognito, $5 at the drugstore. And then I thought this was the NARS Radiant Concealer because it's super creamy, but this is actually the Bobbi Brown Instant Full Cover Concealer. It's so thick. I was like, well, actually this is really good. I didn't realize it until I actually really looked at it. So this is a very thick concealer. I'll show you, since this is what I did in my day, filming around. You know, it's so funny too, ladies. I was really doing this for like the concealer and like seeing if it's going to crease with my little hack I'm going to share. And I was much more focused in on, first of all, the front camera in the car is awful. I was like, oh my gosh, does my skin look like this? Like, forget the concealer. Like, what's going on with my skin? Oh my gosh, do I need to wax my lip again? Like, it was really counterproductive because I was like looking at everything but the concealer, but I was making sure the concealer was not creasing. So I'm going to show you this little hack. Makeup is on, sparkly, for, you know, just kind of wanting you to get in the mood of festive. So I'm going to take the Incognito and do my concealer like I normally do. I'm going to come down like this. It doesn't really matter. You can put on as much as you want because this is going to work for you because we have tried it, tested it out. Now look at this. I was about to throw this away. This drags on the skin. I don't love it. You can see how like creamy that was. It's almost like it's a creamy formula, but like thick, but like dry. I mean, it's almost even like pushing out this doe foot in here. So this just feels so thick to me, but it was such a great formula to use because this is what's going to really crease, this thick, like drier concealer. I'm going to just take my little, this will be easier just to take the baby sponge and just push it into the under eye area. So I'm going to just get this into the skin. So we have the Incognito Wet n Wild, and then we have the Bobbi Brown. So it's on, it's looking good, but you want it to stay that way. So what you're going to do is you're going to take a face setting spray. This is from MAC. It's called Prep and Prime Fix Plus, and this is the rose. They have lavender, and then they have the original. So I got the rose. You're going to spray it on your hand just like this. So you have makeup setting spray on your hand. Put your finger in it, and then you're going to go underneath your eye with the setting spray just like this, and you're going to pat in until it dries. So you will feel it once it gets dry, and then we'll do the other eye. So you're going to be able to feel once it's set up underneath the eyes. So now I have the setting spray on my concealer, just not moving it around. You're just dabbing it in. I'm going to take my translucent setting powder. You can take Nikita Banana if you want to also. I'm going to take my powder brush, just load up on the brush, and I'm going to, not too much though, you don't want too much powder, and then I'm going to set just like this. So this is what I did in the morning. And I went on my day and I was in the car. I'm showing you, I'm really trying to concentrate, like I said, on my under eyes, but I was like, oh, whoa, what is happening? So I went to Whole Foods and I was like putting groceries in the back, and I was like, let me take a little check-in. Now it's in the afternoon. It's very humid here still. It's very hot. I was like, if it's going to crease, especially this Bobbi Brown, it's going to show. It's going to do it. This hack will not work. So I wanted to try it for you so you knew that I was actually really in the moment of testing and really working with this. So if you're struggling, so you can use it with any concealer, you want to just make sure that you're not adding too much of the makeup spray, because remember too, you're adding like a liquid over it. So you just want just enough, not to overly saturate it. You don't want it running down your face. You just have to do a little dabs, wait until it dries, set it with the powder, and then you're going to be thrilled that you don't have anything creasing and looking like it's just gathering up there. Now, another little, it's really a caveat to tell you though, that remember, we have all these little lines. We smile, like it bunches up, just like if you're wearing a shirt and you're like, oh, I want to bend over, but I don't want it to wrinkle. your skin moves. Anything you put on it, you have to have realistic expectations. You know, we're not applying plaster on the skin and it's like basically not moving. Our skin moves. We just have to have realistic expectations, but the hack does work when it comes to not allowing it to get that all that grabbing of that product underneath the eyes. So this is a really great tip if you haven't done anything, you're frustrated, you're like, I'm not even going to wear concealer now because it's really like just gathering up. You're going to love this. So this is very simple. I want you to try it. I want you to do your makeup like you normally do. Add in the makeup setting spray, let it dry, powder it, and then see how it works for you. Now, there is something else. Not every hack or every tip's going to work for everybody, but I do have a product that I found that could be your alternative if this doesn't really work for you. So the alternative could be, I picked this up at Ulta. It's from Clarins, but it's called My Clarins. I'm not sure if that's like a different level of their just cosmetics or not, but it's called Poreless. It's really tiny. It is basically a blur stick. It has extract of strawberry tree fruit, and it says that it's a blur and matte stick. So when I saw this, it's really for like your T-zone if you're oily and you can matte out the skin first and then you put on your foundation or what have you. But I was like, a matte stick. So this is going to mattify the skin first, and then you can put on your concealer. So this could be something that you want to try. I mean, it's very small. This has fallen out already from like I don't know why. It literally fell out, as you can see. But you can put this underneath the eyes first, then do your concealer, and then powder. So depending on, you have a little alternative. I haven't seen anybody talk about this for like the T-zone or underneath the eye area. Something to try, something to blur out the skin. I really have liked it. It's something that I've been looking for. There's not a lot of product on the market like this. So this tiny little blur stick, I use it underneath my eyes and I put on my concealer and I'm thinking, okay, I'm good to go. So just a simple little hack today to start off your week. I hope you enjoyed that. And until my next video, I'll see you later.